Good morning, students. From chapter 2, People as Resources, one topic which is left, that is unemployment. I'm going to discuss about unemployment. What is unemployment and types of unemployment? First, students, what is unemployment? Unemployment means when people who are willing to work at the going wages cannot find job. That is the situation of unemployment. What is unemployment? When people who are willing to work at the going wages cannot find jobs. That situation is called unemployment. Important thing that you must remember, that unemployment is situation when people who are willing to work at the going wages and cannot find job, then that situation is known as unemployment. Okay, now question arises is who are workforce in our country? Means that is a concept related to unemployment, that is workforce. Workforce is the people from 15 years to 59 years are considered workforce in our country. People from 15 years to 59 years is considered workforce, and if these workforce who are willing to work at going wages but not able to get job, then that people is called unemployed. Okay, below 15 years or above 59 years population is not considered job, and these population are not taken into the unemployment situation. Okay, they are considered dependent population. Below 15 years population is dependent on their parents, and 59 above 59 years population is considered retired in our country. Okay, so these are workforce, and for these workforce, if any person is not able to get a job, he is willing to work, but in spite of this he is not able to get a job at the going wages, then that person is considered unemployed, and that situation is known as unemployment. Okay, now next thing is, in our country it is seen that there are unemployment in rural areas and urban areas, but their nature is different. Okay, in the first I will unemployment exists in rural areas and urban areas. Okay, rural areas and urban areas. There is difference between rural and urban areas, and there is difference between rural and urban areas in the nature of unemployment. In rural areas there is seasonal unemployment, and one more, that is disguised unemployment. In rural area there are basically two kind of unemployment exist, that is seasonal unemployment and disguised unemployment. And in urban areas it is seen that one employment that is known as mostly uneducated unemployment in urban areas. Means when people are unable to find during some month of the year is known as seasonal unemployment, listen, you must remember what is seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment, when people are unable to find job during some month of the year. Seasonal unemployment happens. The people who are dependent on agriculture, it is seen that people who are dependent on agriculture usually face such kind of problem. In agriculture field, there are certain busy season when sowing, harvesting, weeding and threshing is done, and there are some month of the year when people are unable to find any job. Question is, in which area seasonal unemployment exists in rural areas? Then of course in agriculture sector. Where? Agriculture area. Why? Then question arises, why seasonal unemployment exists in agricultural area? Because as I said that in agriculture field there are certain busy seasons. Agricultural activities is not a continuous activities. The certain season they will remain busy. Okay, people will remain busy, like when a certain season, when some activity like sowing, harvesting, weeding and threshing is done, people will get a job, work in agriculture sector. But after this, they are it is seen that there is some month of the year when people are unable to find any job. Such as unemployment is known as seasonal unemployment. In case of disguised unemployment, what is disguised unemployment? It seems that people are employed. Here, disguised unemployed, here people seems to be employed. They have agriculture plot where they work. This usually happens when family members engage in agriculture activity. Here, the work requires the service of 5 people. 3 people are extra if there are 8 person engaged in this agriculture activity, and if 3 people are removed, the productivity of the field will not change. Another name of disguised unemployment is hidden unemployment. Why? Because here people seems to be employed, but if we remove few person from this activity, basically disguised unemployment exists in agriculture sector in rural area. And if suppose 8 people are involved in agriculture sector in a small piece of land, and 3 people are removed from this activity, the productivity of land will remain same. Here 3 people are extra who are working in agriculture sector. These 3 people is considered as disguised unemployed, because there is hardly any contribution of these 3 people. 3 people are extra for agriculture activity. So disguised unemployment rural areas basically exist in agriculture sector. Seasonal unemployment also exists in agriculture sector in rural area. Seasonal unemployment, when in certain season people remain idle, they don't have to do any work because of nature of agriculture. That kind of unemployment is seasonal unemployment. And disguised unemployment, that is hidden unemployment, when people seems to be employed, but if we remove few people from agriculture activity, the productivity will remain same. Okay, and now I will discuss in terms of urban areas. Okay, in case of urban areas, educated unemployment is very common. In urban areas, many youth with matriculation, graduation, postgraduate degree are unable to find job. It is estimated that unemployment of graduate, postgraduates has increased faster than matriculation. It is seen that the youth who have the degree of graduation, master degree are mostly unemployed, whereas the youth who have just matriculation degree are able to get job. Why this paradoxical situation exists in urban area? Because The man here, the manpower in certain categories coexists with shortage of manpower in others. Means technically qualified person are unemployed. It is seen that in urban area, whereas who is lack of technical skill required for economic growth. Means those who are highly educated, there is less job opportunity in the economy, and those who are less educated, they are they are able to get job, because for that kind of youth there is a large amount of job opportunity. Okay, this is a paradoxical situation exists in urban areas. Okay, there is wastage of manpower resources due to unemployment. As I discussed, as I said that if the population in unemployment, it means there is wastage of manpower resources due to unemployment. As I earlier discussed, that people is considered asset for the economy, but if these people are unemployed, turn into liability because these population is burden for the economy. As a result, there is feeling of helplessness, despair among the youth. Unemployment create a feeling of helplessness among the youth. People do not have here enough money to support their family. It is a great social waste that the educated people who are willing to work are not able to find gainful employment. Now student, I'll discuss what are the drawback of unemployment in economy in economy. Drawback, side effects of unemployment in the economy. Unemployment, first thing that I discussed, that unemployment generate helplessness among the youth. Okay, next is unemployment tends to increase economic overload. As I discussed, that if the population is unemployed, then that population is considered liability rather than asset. Okay, there is very important that the youth should the workforce must have some job. Okay, the dependence of unemployed in the working population increases, the quality of life is affected adversely. There is a general decline in health status, because people are not able to get earn money because of unemployment. These are the effect of unemployment in economy. Okay, you should understand one by one. First thing is that unemployment generate helplessness among the youth. Unemployed youth economic overload means that is the burden on the economy, because they are not, if the youth is not able to earn money, then that leads to decline in health status. Okay, and next is people the quality of life deteriorate. Why? Because again the same reason, that people are not able to earn money because of unemployment. Okay, there is various kind of effect of unemployment. You will see if the parents are not able to send their children to schools, they are not able to provide good quality of health facility to their children. Okay, there are various kind of side effect and drawback of unemployment in the economy. Okay, now in case of India, statistically the rate of unemployment is low in our country. A large number of people with low income and productivity are counted as unemployed. They appear to work throughout the year, but it is not adequate for them in terms of their potential and income. Now in India, those who are earning a little money, low income, and still they are considered employed. Okay, but that is not a right. We can say that is not a right thing, because uh, they appear to work throughout the year, but it is not adequate for them according to their income. The work that they are doing seems forced upon them. Therefore, they may choose other work for their choice. It is not possible for poor people to sit idle. They have to do any activity irrespective of its earning potential. It is their earning that keeps them in a bare subsistence level. Okay, so that is the situation of unemployment, or what is the situation of our country that I discussed. Now, one concept which is related to unemployment, that is self employment. Self employment. Okay, self employment basically is characteristics in primary sector, agriculture and light. The whole family contribute in the activity of the field, even though there is not sufficient work for all family members. So there is a disguised unemployment in the agriculture sector, but all family members have equal share in the production. The concept of sharing in the work in the field and reduce the hardship of unemployment in the rural sector, but this does not reduce the poverty of the family. So surplus laborers from every household tends to migrate from village to city in search of job. If discuss if I discuss about discussing over here about unemployment scenario in three sector, that three sector, that is primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Before that, I will again conclude that what is self employment. Self employment means basically means that people are creating their own work and doing job themselves. That is self employment, where just I discussed that in agriculture, where family members are involved in agriculture sector. Okay, and every person have contribution in the agriculture sector, whatever be the productivity. Here this is considered as a self employment. Okay, now next is unemployment scenario in three sector. There, as I discussed, economic activity is whole economic activity divided into three sectors. First one is primary, then secondary, and last one is tertiary. Now I will discuss what is the situation of unemployment in primary sector, then secondary sector. Primary sector is agriculture and allied activities, then secondary sector, that is manufacturing sector, and that is tertiary sector. Next one is that is service sector. Okay, in our country, agriculture, which is the part of primary sector, is the most labor absorbing sector in the economy. According to the data, around 58% of the population is still dependent on agriculture. Their source of livelihood is agriculture. So most labor absorbing sector of the economy, that is primary sector. There has been decline in dependence of population on agriculture these days because of disguised unemployment. Some of the surplus labor in agriculture has moved either to secondary sector or to tertiary sector. Next is small scale manufacturing. You must remember, most most labor absorbing sector is primary sector, then small scale manufacturing is the most, after agriculture, second sector, that is small scale manufacturing, is labor absorbing in secondary sector. In case of tertiary sector, tertiary, that is service sector, there are various service appearing like biotechnology, information technology, and so on. Information, that is IT sector, right? In our country, IT sector is also providing lots of opportunity among youth. Biotechnology is also, and that is also in service sector. Biotechnology and information technology provide largest amount of uh, job opportunity. Okay, these are the condition of three sectors. Most job absorbing sector is primary. In secondary sector, then after secondary sector, small scale manufacturing is job absorbing, and in tertiary sector, uh, biotechnology and information technologies are providing largest number of services among the youth. Okay, that's the thing that you have to study in this chapter, and I hope I discuss more important points in detail, and I hope you must have understand this chapter. In my next video, student, I will discuss important questions that are mentioned in NCERT book and how you should write their answer.